right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Alex Halsey. I'm the health fitness specialist at the McLean location. Welcome to Kick and Push, where we have lower body and core. So for today's workout, you can check in the description. You'll see all the moves that you have. You'll also see how this class will be formatted. So I'll briefly go over that. So we're going to have two 10-minute intervals. For those two 10-minute intervals, we're going to focus on two moves at a time. One lower body move and one core move. We're going to focus on those two moves exclusively throughout the interval, so that way you have plenty of opportunities to get plenty of reps in, and then we will switch, take a short break. I'll demonstrate what the next moves are, and then we'll move on to the next 10-minute interval for 20 minutes total of working time, and we'll be good to go. All right, so for today's class, you won't need any weights, but the weights will help to make the class more challenging if you're on that fitness level where you can handle weights or you have access to them. This would be a great class to utilize them. But again, not required, so feel free to add your weights to the workout. All right, I have weights here. I'll be adding those to my workout to make it more challenging and more difficult. All right, so again, check the description. That'll have your moves and how the class is going to be put together. And we're going to go ahead and get warmed up. So grab your weights, make sure your space is clear, make sure you have your water on standby. And yeah, let's go ahead and warm up. So it's going to start off with some air squats or body weight squats. Coming down and up. If you find your heels are coming up off of the ground, squat down to the depth that allows your heels to stay firmly planted on the ground. In other words, squat to the depth before your heels come up. If you're able to go down a little bit lower, go as low as you can get without the heels coming up. Once you get to 90, you don't really need to go any lower. So 90 degrees with the thighs parallel to the floor, you don't really need to go any lower. As you come down, try to split the floor with your feet or spread the floor with your feet. All right, last one. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a seat on the ground. We're gonna loosen up the hips a little bit. So from the seated position, what you're gonna wanna do is bring your hands behind you, have your feet slightly wider than your hip width, and you're gonna pull and push your knees down as low as you can get. You don't have to touch the ground, but you just wanna get low, get your knees as low as you can to the ground. And we're just gonna go back and forth, just loosening up the hip joint right here. Try to drive your heels into the ground and pivot on your feet, on your heels, so that your feet stay in place. You might find that your feet are kind of sliding all over the place and your legs are moving out of position. So just adjust yourself if that's the case. All right. All right, so from here, just come leaning on your left side. Gonna do a few leg lifts just to continue to loosen up the hip joint. So you can use your arm for support. Just open the leg up and bring it back down. We're just gonna do 10 reps, then switch sides. You might find that laying on your side completely is a little bit easier. Try to keep your heel and your toe in line. You don't want to have your toe higher than your heel. Just go ahead and switch it up. Switch sides. Again, try not to have your toe higher than your heel. Keep your foot straight. Activating the glute, the hips here. All right, go ahead, come on up. Gonna go into some back lunges. Right into some back lunges. Our first move is going to be a lunge variation. So again, smooth movement here. Don't rush your movements. Even when we start the interval, still don't want to rush the movements. Be as smooth as you can throughout your repetitions. Try to keep your torso upright. You don't have to touch your back knee to the ground. You can just get it close to the ground. All right, so go ahead, come to what's called a reverse tabletop. So you're gonna be on your bottom. Bring the heels in toward the glutes. Hands behind you, helping yourself sit upright. Bring the hips up and back down. If you're flexible enough, what you can do is reach your arm up and over and switch sides. Just going to 10 here as well. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to keep rolling over. We're going to go right into a Cobra or a hip sag. Push your hips into the floor, squeeze your glutes. Get your head towards your back. Gaze toward the ceiling. And you're going to reverse into down dog. Push your head through your arms. We're going to go here about 10 times. And then we'll be ready to go. One more move and we'll be done warming up. We'll get into this workout. Last one. All right, so from here, you're gonna come to a high plank and you're gonna push back. Bring your butt to your heels. Keep your knees elevated and off the floor. Two more. One more. And done. So go ahead and come to your feet. All right, let's get this going. So the first move, we have a 1/4 and a 1 1/4 curtsy lunge for our leg move and curl marches as our core move. All right, so 1 1/4 curtsy lunges, what that is you're going to do a regular curtsy lunge, but you're going to come up about 1/4 of the way and go back down and then come all the way up. All right, so 1 1/4 and back up. All right, so going for 10 to 8 to 12 reps on each leg. You can alternate legs each time you come back to the curtsy lunge, or you can do both legs at the same time. I'll leave that up to you. And the curl marches. What those look like, you don't have to have weight, but weight will make it harder. You're going to elevate your shoulders off the floor, arms are straight, extend the legs, march in. Left and right is 1. We're trying to go upward between, again, 8 and 12 reps. All right, so those are our 2 exercises. Let's get it going. 10 minutes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's work. So I'm always do my first set unweighted. 1, 2, and you don't have to bring your leg all the way back to the front. You can keep it behind you so that way you don't have to reset and you can just keep on going. 3, 4, 5, 1 1/4, 6 or 1 1/2, whatever makes most mathematical sense to you. 7, 8, 9. It's kind of like a pulse, but just a half rep. 10, 11, 12. I'm going to be switching legs every time I come back around. Don't drop your weights. Your name is Alex. Don't drop your weights. All right, here we go. Elevate the shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you breathe here. 10. All right, so again, 8 to 12. Switch your legs if you need to for the curtsy lunge. And again, you don't have to keep your, you don't have to bring your foot back and reset each time. You can keep that foot behind you. That's what I'm going to opt for today. And we just broke 2 minutes and some change. So we got 7 minutes left. It's kind of like a pulse. Be smooth with your pulse. Should really be feeling this, the front leg's glute and the inner thigh of the back leg. Drop your hips straight down, come straight up. Try not to lean forward and backward. You want to drop straight down, come straight up. Okay? So just to illuminate what that looks like, you don't want to be coming back and coming forward. Straight down, straight up. All right. So we'll add in the weight on the next set. Right back to the curl marches. You're curling, it's a curl up, and you add in those marches as the steps. Modification, you can start with the knees in, kick out, bring the knee back in. 1, to make it harder. You start with the legs out and you bring the knee in. Okay. We've got just over 5 minutes to go, so we're almost halfway through. That front leg is doing most of the work. 8 to 12 reps. Okay. Smooth with the quarter rep. So we have just under 5 minutes, just finished halfway. Keep it going, guys. Again, you don't have to have weight for either of these moves. The weight just adds difficulty. So don't feel like you have to have it. If you need to ditch the weight in order to help you keep moving, that's what you need to do. Keep that head elevated. Take your time. Make sure you breathe. 8 to 12 on both moves. Even in the second interval, still going to be our same rep range. But, of course, if you're an overachiever, more advanced, you can still elevate your rep count to a higher number. All right? The goal is for us to continuously move. So if that means the 8 to 12 rep count's too easy, take it up. Use that range to help you figure out how many you need to do. All right, the weight can help you achieve lower reps as well. So if you're going to be doing lower reps, have some heavier weight. You can take the quarter rep out if you'd like, and just perform regular curtsy lunges. Woo. All right, we've got 2 minutes and 90 seconds on the clock. Again, keep going, guys. Keep going. If you need to take a break, though, take a breather, grab some water, but try to slow things down to the point where you can continuously go from one exercise to the next. You got it. Let's go. All right, we got 90 seconds to go. Keep pushing, y'all. Finish strong. We got enough time for one more of both. Again, you can take that quarter rep out if you like, but you don't have to. 60 seconds flat. If you find yourself having an easier time to do those curtsy lunges on one specific leg over the other, that just means your balance is a little bit better in that leg where you have an easier time to balance. Okay. Don't forget to elevate the shoulders before you begin. Set 1 is done, or interval 1 is done. We got one more round. That's some work, and we're all done. All right, so while you're catching your breath, look at these next 2 moves. We have a staggered wall sit. So all that means you're gonna wall sit, and you're gonna bring one foot further in front of the other, and you're gonna hold it 20 or 40 seconds. Switch legs each time you come back to that wall sit. You can add weight to that if you want. You can extend the time if you want. That's our leg move, our core move, plank marches. So you can choose to come to a high or low plank. You're going to bring the right knee to the right elbow, bring the right knee to the left elbow. You can do the cross-body knee to elbow, so bringing the right knee to the left elbow, or you can bring the right knee to the right elbow. You can do both. You can do one or the other, or you can do none. Whichever you prefer, that's what you need to do. And we're going for 10 to 20 reps there. All right? So let's go. Let's get it over with. Last 10. 2, 1. Let's go. All right. So I'm going to try to start off with 20 seconds, 25, and I'll slowly elevate. You should be able to go back and forth between these two pretty quickly. So that's why I'm starting off with the low time, 20 seconds. And there we go. Then I will add more as time goes on. So I'm going for the crossbody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, see how quick that is? Within 1 minute, we got both. All right, so now you're gonna switch legs. So I'm putting my left leg out in front of my right. I'm holding for 20 seconds. I'm gonna go for 30 seconds the next time around. Try to get yourself down low enough so that you're creating a 90-degree angle between your shin or below the knee and your thigh above the knee. And there's 20. It already burns between earlier this week's workout and those curtsy lunges. Thighs should definitely be working or burning. Now I'll come up high. Keep your shoulders square to the ground. Exhale and squeeze your abs as you cross the knee. Also, try not to go too fast there. The slower you go, the harder. All right, so on for 30 seconds here, and time's going. That leg, the foot that's out front should be doing most of the work. All right, so you'll be having to push into the ground, and there's 30. To keep that foot, or to keep your body from sliding forward. That's gonna work the thigh of the leg that's in front of you more. Keep those shoulders square to the ground. Make sure you breathe during those planks. All right, switch the legs up. 30 more seconds. Clock is going. Make sure your back is flat. Make sure your lower back is on the wall too. There should be a slight opening at the small of your back. That's okay. But again, that front leg should be doing most of the work to keep your body against the wall. You're pushing on that front foot to keep your body flush with the wall. And time. Whew. Hope those quads are burning, y'all. Come on, keep it up. Like I say, you should be able to go back and forth between these two moves pretty quickly. And we are at 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes and 30 seconds. And what is that? 3 sets, 4 sets already? 5 minutes flat. Let's go. Keep it going. Keep it going. If you don't want to do a staggered stance, you can always do one foot in front of the other as well. Or if you don't want to do the staggered stance, you can just do a regular wall sit as well. Okay? I'm going to try to go for 35 here. 35 seconds. Woo. Make sure you breathe. Try to get low as you can handle. Parallel is ideal when you're creating a 90-degree angle between your shin and your thigh. But just get as low, try to get as low as you can handle without falling to the ground. If you're falling to the ground, you're too low. Or you need to push more into the floor so you don't slip. That might mean taking your socks off. That might mean getting a grippier surface for your feet. All right, y'all, come on. Workout has started. We are just about done. 3.5 minutes to go. Make sure you keep switching your feet. If you are doing the staggered stance wall sit. 35 seconds for me. Here we go. Gonna try 40 for the last round. Or the last two. Try to keep your heels down on the ground as well. Push your entire foot, not just the toes or not just the heel, the entire foot. All right. Whew. Back to the plank we go. Whew. All right. Just under 2 minutes to go. Keep going, guys. Finish strong, all right? Completely forgot that I could have added my weight up here. I was so focused on increasing my time, forgot about the weight. But that's okay though, you know? Like I said, this does not require weight. It does make it harder, yes, but so does increasing the time. Okay? And if you're like me, keeping your joints as healthy as possible, slowly loading them over time is a bigger priority than how much weight I'm lifting. Woo! Time. Woo! All right. We got less than 60 seconds. Okay? Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's go. All right, let's finish it out. Let's just under 20. 15 seconds to go. Come on. Let's rock it. Stay low. Get as low as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right. Cut it off. Cut it off. We're done. Good work. Good work. Ladies and gentlemen, walk it off. Let your heart rate come back down. Let that burn subside. All right, good job, good job. Woo. Grab some water. Nice. Phew. So that burn coming up. So hopefully you all know by now we are resuming, or we have resumed, our in-person group exercise classes. You can sign up for those on PT Minder. You should be able to see the calendars on Facebook and on the Fitness Fast Jump landing page, as well as on Slack. They're also plastered throughout the fitness center, so check those times, those classes out. Myself and Jess are teaching both twice a week. All right, so we hope to see y'all in there. We got spin classes, strength classes, boot camp classes, and yoga. All right, so hope to see y'all in there soon. Let's go in. All right, so just go ahead, come down to the ground in child's pose. You don't have to bring your heels to your feet flat to bring your heels to your butt. You can flex your ankles to elevate the height of your heels. And extend your arms and just take a few seconds right here to breathe. All right, so go ahead, slowly come on up to a kneeling position. You're gonna lean your hips forward, push your hips forward. Let the toe kind of go toward or let the knee go over the toe, if you're able to. And bring it back, straighten that front leg out. Push your chest to your knee. And if you can, take your left hand to the right toe. And relax. Switch legs, switch sides, push the hips forward. And straighten that front leg out. Push the chest to the knee. And bring the right hand to the left toe. If you guys did not know, we do have a blog. It's in the form of a video now. It used to be written. Now I try to make videos. They are on our YouTube channel. I also post them to Facebook. I also post them on Slack. So if you aren't subscribed to the YouTube channel, you'll have an opportunity every Wednesday, and you can relax as well. But every Wednesday, I post the blogs called Ask the Trainer. It'll take you directly to the YouTube channel. You can subscribe to the page if you want, and share those videos out with your peers. Let's go ahead, come to your feet, come to the left quad. This week we're talking about protein and what essential proteins are, how they help us with muscle building and recovery, and how they the part that they play in our nutrition. right, let's go ahead and switch. And relax. Go ahead, come to a straddle position. So open the feet up, or open the legs up. All right, don't need to be too wide. So all you're gonna do is fold over. Gonna bring your right hand to your left foot. Slowly roll to your right foot, bringing your left hand to your right foot. Back down the middle. Oop, don't slip like me. All right, come back on up. So that's our class for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for joining me. Hope to see y'all on the next one as well. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all later. Holla.